Hello, church. So here is our devotional for Wednesday, April 22nd. Yesterday we started Proverbs chapter 25. We finished that up, and that first portion we will finish up today, dividing 25 into two parts. A couple of really lovely bits from Van Leeuwen. I think there's a practicality to this section that I've been particularly enjoying and looking at. So hopefully you've liked it too. And we'll be kicking off in our NRSV with verse 16. If you have found honey, eat only enough for you, or else having too much, you will vomit it. Solid advice. Let your foot be seldom in your neighbor's house, otherwise the neighbor will become wary of you and hate you. Peterson does some fun stuff with that verse. Like a war club, a sword, or a sharp arrow is one who bears false witness against a neighbor. Like a bad tooth or a lame foot is trust in a faithless person in time of trouble. Like vinegar on a wound is one who sings songs to a heavy heart. Like a moth in clothing or a worm in wood, sorrow gnaws at the human heart. If your enemies are hungry, give them bread to eat. If they are thirsty, give them water to drink. For you will heap coals of fire on their heads, and the Lord will reward you. The north wind produces rain, and a backbiting tongue, angry looks. It is better to live in a corner of the housetop than in a house shared with a contentious wife. Like cold water to a thirsty soul, so is good news from a far country. Like a muddied spring or a polluted fountain are the righteous who give way before the wicked. That's a very rich image. Like a muddled spring or a polluted fountain are the righteous who give way before the wicked. You know, that sense of having water as a spring or as a fountain, this kind of life-giving source, but not being palatable. It is not good to eat too much honey or to seek honor on top of honor. Like a city breached without walls is one who lacks self-control. That self-control part is what Peterson is going to be picking up on for his title. And then a couple of portions of reflection. Just needed to check some verses there. When body parts crumble, we get hurt. And this is related to verse 19. If those we depend on prove unreliable in times of trouble, we are especially vulnerable to injury. Proverbs 25:19 has wide application from marriage and family in times of personal or cultural crisis to business and military in times of economic distress or war. Given the interdependence of human communities, much depends on mutual reliability and warranted trust. Whether in the body politic or in the church as a body, we need one another. Individualistic persons need to reflect on this fact. Christians especially must strive to build a society that raises reliable persons, deeply aware of their role and importance in the community. While this saying focuses on the need for reliable people in times of crisis, we must nevertheless rely wholly on God in times ordinary and extraordinary. Nice word from Van Leeuwen. And a little bit of Peterson for you. And he entitles this section, as I alluded to, A Person Without Self-Control. When you're given a box of candy, don't gulp it all down. Eat too much chocolate and you'll make yourself sick. And when you find a friend, don't outwear your welcome. Show up at all hours, and he'll soon get fed up. Anyone who tells lies against the neighbors in court or on the street is a loose cannon. Trusting a double crosser when you're in trouble is like biting down on an abscessed tooth. Wow. Painful. Singing light songs to the heavy-hearted is like pouring salt in their wounds. If you see your enemy hungry, go buy him lunch. If he's thirsty, bring him a drink. Your generosity will surprise him with goodness, and God will look after you. A north wind brings stormy weather, and a gossipy tongue, stormy looks. Clever turn of phrase. Better to live alone in a tumble-down shack than share a mansion with a nagging spouse. Like a cool drink of water when you're worn out, and weary is a letter from a long-lost friend. Oh, wait, that came out a little bit differently than I wanted it to. Like a cool drink of water when you're worn out and weary is a letter from a long-lost friend. A good person who gives in to a bad person is a muddied spring, a polluted well. It's not smart to stuff yourself with sweets, nor is glory piled on glory good for you. Nor is glory piled on glory good for you. A person without self-control is like a house with its doors and windows knocked out. That finishes up Proverbs 25. We'll be back with you tomorrow as we step into Proverbs 26, and we will see you then. Have a great day.